to welcome BikeNext 2026 Yamaha RX100. And today, on BikeNext, we're diving into what might be the boldest revival in the modern motorcycle world, the 2026 Yamaha RX100. A bike that doesn't just come back to life, it comes back with a purpose. The purpose of reminding the world why the RX badge became a legend in the first place. Now, let's get this out of the way. No modern bike can bring back the raw, oil-mixed snarl of the original two-stroke. But Yamaha has taken a different route, recreating the experience, the emotion, and the identity, while moving forward with current norms and performance expectations. And honestly, they've nailed more than anyone expected. The first thing you notice about the 2026 RX100 is the design, because Yamaha didn't go half-hearted with nostalgia. They literally revived the iconic silhouette. The tank still has that wide-shouldered stance, with a clean curve tapering into a minimal side profile. You get a near retro badge, a thin single-piece seat that looks straight out of the 90s, and a rear section designed to keep the bike lightweight and agile. But where things get modern is in the finishing. The new RX100 comes with deep metallic paint options, micro-textured tank decals, and a matte polish engine casing that gives it a premium updated look while staying recognizably RX. Move to the front and you'll find a circular LED headlamp that still mimics the classic halogen dome. It's brighter, sharper, and far more efficient, but the character remains untouched. The indicators are compact LED units, and the instrument cluster is a hybrid setup, an analog speedometer for nostalgia lovers and a slim digital insert beneath it for fuel, trip data, and riding info. No overdone tech, no unnecessary clutter. Yamaha knows exactly who this bike is for. Now let's talk about what really matters: the engine. The soul of the original RX100 was its crisp, explosive two-stroke power band. Obviously, emissions norms won't allow that anymore, but Yamaha's solution is surprisingly impressive. The 2026 RX100 uses a 125cc single-cylinder, fuel-injected, air-cooled engine designed to mimic the lively throttle response of the UG. Yamaha engineers have tuned it to deliver quick low-end torque, making it extremely fun in city traffic. The power delivery isn't brutal, but it's energetic, punchy, and light, just the way an RX should feel. Performance-wise, the engine produces around 11.5 to 12 horsepower with a peak-to-torque figure close to 11 Nm. These numbers might not sound groundbreaking on paper, but combine that with the bike's extremely low curb weight at just about 108 kilograms, and suddenly you're riding something that feels alive, reactive, and playful. The bike literally leaps the moment you twist the throttle. What Yamaha has essentially done here is recreate the riding spirit of the old RX while staying clean, efficient, and future-ready. The gearbox is a slick 5-speed unit, the shifts are light, and the gear ratios are short, giving riders that snappy acceleration that made the original famous. In city riding, this bike is a joy. Quick overtakes, nimble lane changes, and a compact turning radius make it incredibly practical. On the highway, it can cruise comfortably at 80–90 km per hour, though it's not designed for high-speed touring. This is a city machine at its core, a fun, youthful, punchy commuter that rewards spirited riding. Suspension has also taken a modern step forward. The front forks are 30mm telescopic units, tuned slightly soft for daily usability, while the rear gets dual shock absorbers with adjustable preload. Yamaha didn't want the RX100 to lose its old-school charm by giving it overly stiff sporty suspension. Instead, they focused on balance, enough comfort for rough urban roads, enough stability for enthusiastic riding. Cornering feels predictable, braking is strong with a front disc and rear drum setup, and single-channel ABS comes standard. The exhaust is another highlight. Yamaha knows the RX100's exhaust note became a cultural phenomenon, so they didn't try to replicate the two-stroke screamer. That would be impossibly, but they did tune the new exhaust to deliver a throaty, crisp, and uniquely Yaris style note. It has a hint of bass, a sharp mid-range punch, and a neat top-end rasp. Riders who grew up hearing the original might smile instantly. It's familiar, not identical, but familiar enough to stir something inside. Let's talk about the frame. Yamaha built this bike on a light diamond-type chassis engineered specifically to reduce weight. The handling is razor-sharp. You feel completely in control whether you're weaving through traffic or taking a quick corner. The bike feels like an extension of your body, something the RX100 was always praised for. And now, what about the price? Yamaha has positioned the 2026 RX100 as a premium commuter with a nostalgic edge. The expected price range is a superscript 11.15 lakh to a superscript 11.25 lakh ex showroom, depending on the color and variant. It's a strategic spot, not too expensive to alienate young riders, but premium enough to justify the retro modern build. Fuel injection, ABS, and Yamaha reliability. So what are the unique selling points of the new RX100? The first is heritage. This isn't just another 125cc motorcycle. It's a cultural icon making a comeback. The second is lightweight performance. No other bike in this class offers such a responsive, playful ride. Third, the retro modern design is executed with incredible balance. And finally, the brand trust associated with Yamaha's RX lineage gives this bike a level of emotional value that no competitor currently has. This isn't a bike for people looking for big horsepower or long touring comfort. This is for riders who want character, for riders who want that old school, mechanical connection with their machine, for riders who want something stylish, simple, efficient, and fun every single day. In the end, the 2026 Yamaha RX100 isn't trying to replace the original. Legends can't be replaced. What Yamaha has done instead is reinterpret a legend for the modern world. And for many riders old and new, that's more than enough. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Yamaha RX100, make sure to stay tuned to BikeNext for more detailed reviews, comparisons, and the latest updates from the world of two-wheelers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.